This is Good Evening San Diego.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Logan Burns.
And I'm Teresa Sardina. Thank you for joining us.
Well, a railroad project along the tracks in Del Mar is hitting a bit of a crossroads there as construction workers are already busy at work. Now, they have 2 months to accomplish 3 separate projects, but only one of the projects has the proper permits and the contractor is getting paid anyways. KUSI's Dan Plante joins us now live from Del Mar, and he has reactions to this latest twist.
Yeah, well, it's always something out here along the tracks, and in this particular case, yes, SANDAG has about $80 million available for 3 different projects. One of them is to put in the support beams that actually hold the railroad tracks up underneath the dirt. The other one is the drainage system, which is critical around here because, as anybody knows who follows this story, the erosion comes from the top down, not from the bottom up. And then the third project is the seawalls. Now, the seawalls are the least popular of all those projects. The other 2 are very needed and are very, very helpful. But the seawalls, well, a lot of people have varying opinions on what impact these seawalls might have. So yes, the contract dispute is happening apparently. This job is moving forward. There are contracts available, but they don't have the proper training to work along the railroad. So I got a chance to catch up with the deputy mayor of Del Mar earlier today, Terry Gaasterland, and here is what she had to say about this latest, shall we say, situation. Until these railroad tracks are finally moved off of the coast, quick fixes will be happening in an effort to keep the tracks on the coast. Starting this week, additional seawalls will be going in the minds of many, seawalls that may do more harm than good.
What we in Del Mar really want to see is sand rather than seawalls. Replenish these beaches and put more sand on. Take every single one of those dollars that's going into seawalls and give sand to these bluffs instead.
With the clock ticking toward the summertime building moratorium, there is a small window to get this job done, 2 months. According to Councilmember Terry Gaasterland, this whole thing is a mess. 2 of the most important projects do not have the proper permits, but the construction crew is already on the clock.
SANDAG gave the contract to the contractor. The contractor has mobilized. They're getting going out here, and they don't have permission to do work in the railroad right-of-way from North County Transit District, the railroad operator.
But the seawalls are not part of the railroad property, so that part of the project is moving ahead. The projects to hold up the tracks and create better drainage are not.
That is what we've been told by the engineers and the geotechnical specialists. The bluff could fall away and these soldier piles will hold the tracks up.
That's kind of cool.
That is, it's really cool.
Considering these tracks will probably be here for another 10 years, it is all hands on deck to keep them safe. There is clearly no consensus, however, on exactly how to accomplish that.
We can put vertical beams in with tiebacks, and that will create a virtual bridge for these tracks that is independent of a need for the bluff to be whole.
I mean, it could crumble away and still the tracks could still be standing.
That is what we've been told by the engineers and the geotechnical specialists.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've ever walked up and along these tracks, but there's actually, you can see circles on the top, and underneath those circles are the beams that are holding up the railroad tracks. Right now there's over 100, I understand, and if the actual project goes forward as they would like it to, there will be even more. And it's really pretty amazing that if all the dirt went away on these railroad tracks, if this entire cliff crumbled, seemingly those railroad tracks would still be standing because of the support beams that are underneath. Now, the seawalls are a huge issue because any other place in town, you just have to look at where they put seawalls. Wherever they put them, the sand disappears. So there's a debate over the importance of putting up seawalls. Obviously, they're moving forward with this. The money's there, the contractor's here. But the other 2 projects, which a lot of people around here consider to be more important, which are the support beams and the drainage, well, those are now put on hold. Hopefully, North County Transit District can train these construction workers, no pun intended, because they need training in order to work along the track, special training, and hopefully they can get that training going so they can do the work on the drainage ditches and the support beams. And with that, I'll leave you with the train, and I'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.